Hello Leo, and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot, where I use a blend of tarot, astrology and my intuition to read the cards. So yeah, interesting when I tune in for you guys, Leo, because we're in your opposite sign Aquarius season, and then we move into Pisces in the second half of the month, and it's not exactly super comfortable waters for you, Leo. So it feels a little bit like, yeah, I can do this, but it feels slightly different. Let's see. But we do have Venus in Aries, and we're seeing that here with the elephant, which is, it may require a bit of effort, but you guys are taking some major big steps here. And so I feel like I'm getting the word rectification, course correction. It's like, okay, I've seen where I don't want to go, or where something has hurt me, or where something hasn't been working out for me, or even been damaging me in some way. And I now see the path that I want to move forward in, taking some big steps. And the fire's there. I love how the elephant's got the fire, and this is a fire energy, the elephant, that upward pointing spiral. So trust your intuition here. There's a knowing, this is the way I'm going. This is where the path illuminates because of your own internal fire, because of a motivation. Something's really driving you here and driving you forward, and obstacles are being removed from your path. So this is the good news for you, Leo. And we've just, the second half of February, which is what this reading is for, it's a mid-month check-in, we've just had, it will be just after your full moon in Leo on the 12th of February. And that full moon is going to spark a lot of Leos into action, making changes. And these could be very different changes, but it could be a change that could, for the better. Changing something, especially around career or a pattern in love. Those sort of things could be coming in around this, Leo. So let's see what else is coming in for Leo. What else does Leo need to know? I'm very excited to announce my annual Valentine's Day sale, 20% off all tarot readings. The link is in the description box below. Book now. And it's almost like something could have tipped you off balance, and you're just regaining your balance with it again now. So let's see. We have a lot of determination. I love this elephant energy, and elephants have a long memory as well. Like the elephant's still talking to me. So yes, it does represent abundance, but there's a long memory here of something that's occurred. It's like, yes, this has potentially been going on for way too long, or maybe it's invoking. It just feels like this energy's been around for a while, and it's like I haven't forgotten. There's a remembering that's coming in here. There's something stirring in your soul and spirit that is saying, I haven't forgotten this, and I need to move forward into something that sparks my passion. We've also got Knight of Shells, charm and passion. So this is the water energy. This is the Knight of Cups. So this is you moving through the waters of Pisces, which is not really home territory for Leo. But at the same time, this Knight of Shells energy, even though you might be feeling really determined to want to push something forward, it reminds us to remember to pause and check in and just see how you're feeling about something or someone. And that there sometimes when it feels like those times when you're doing nothing, all right, can actually be times when you're contemplating, thinking about something, tuning into yourself, connecting to emotions. And it's really, really important, those spaces between things, they're saying, those moments where you kind of think you're not thinking, you're just staring, or you're in between thoughts, or you feel like you're doing something like not important. But there's important things going on in the background here for you, Leo. So I feel like there's the fire element, which is what's going on in terms of the action you're taking here, moving forward. But there's also that watery element in that it's saying just make sure you check in with your intuition. Make sure you check in that something's feeling right, and create some space for that as well. Give yourself some time to go, okay, it's not all action. There might be a little bit of time for love or romance, or a little bit of time for intimacy, or a little bit of time for me, just to check in and do something that feels good for me. So that's what I'm getting with this Knight of Shells, charm and passion coming through, which actually feels good. That feels better. So we do know that Uranus has come in and activated you, the planet of change, doing things new and differently. And it's given you the fire that elephant is holding there, and said, what are you going to do with this, Leo? The fire is saying it's time to change. So let's see what is changing. Cup, King, Scorpio, Crown. So this is where the fire and water have to work out how to meet, how to work well, how the fire of Leo works well in the waters of Pisces, because here we have the King of Cups again, Scorpio energy. So it feels very much like, what's shifting and changing the Cup, King, Scorpio, Crown is something on a deeper surface, on a deeper level, perhaps even something quite psychological here. You might be looking at some patterns, psychological patterns that are going on here. I do see that you're going to see under the surface of a relationship with this. There's something that's, whilst something's being mirrored or reflected back to you within a partner or somebody else who's significant in your life, there's something being mirrored back to you through somebody else. But it's also understanding that there's something deeper there under the surface. And what is that deep thing? What is that deeper energy? There's an intensity to it with this Cup, King, Scorpio, Crown. So it might, I'm actually feeling a bit of reluctance to go deeper when I'm tuning into it. It's like, I know it's there, but do I really want to connect that deeply with this person, or that deeply with this thing, this experience in my life? Do I really want to go there? And it feels almost like uncharted territory, or just like I prefer to keep things on a much more of a surface level, which is interesting because I feel like, there's blocks to that with this Scorpio. Scorpio energy wants to go deep, right to the bottom, find the truth, go right down there, whereas this Knight of Shells happy to play up there in the surface, on the surface of things, and just, be, it doesn't have to, everything doesn't have to have a deeper meaning at this point. It's just, I'm happy just playing in this little pond, and it doesn't have to be the deep ocean. Sometimes it's these things can have more meaning if you just take it at face value of how it presents to you. It's this sense of feeling quite playful in the moment and not needing to go into any great depth. So I feel like it feels like a paradox, to be honest, Leo, and it's like, how do I work with these kind of different feelings that I'm getting in here? Because it might feel like you're, in general, whichever way you're pulled towards, there's this sense of actually being pulled up to the surface and being really present with what you're seeing right in front of you now, and working with that, not necessarily having to go into those deeper layers right at this moment. So it might be something that's staring you in the face with something that in your life that you're like, I'm actually just going to sit down and look at this. I'm going to sit and look at this thing in my life, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a business, whether it's a job. I'm just going to sit and look at it and see what's being reflected back to me, and then work out taking action from there. It's almost like if you went really too deep into it, you might get lost. And it's really like this energy of just take a good look at what's there right in front of you. That's what I want to say, Leo, with these cards. And, it's kind of coming out fairly intuitively with this reading. So we shall see, but it's almost like sometimes we're ignoring the things that are right in front of us because we're like, oh, it has to have a deeper purpose, it has to have a deeper meaning, or maybe I need to go deeper into it to understand. And they're saying, no, the understanding's right there in front of you. So you don't need to kind of like just say it was a person and you're like, oh, I need to know more about what's behind this action or why they've said this or why they've done that. And the message I'm getting here is maybe you don't. Maybe you just need to look at what the actions are on face value and then respond to it. So it could be some stuff coming up around emotional boundaries that could come in with it. I mean, maybe you're looking at an issue with a career choice or what's going on with your money, and it might be tempting to go, yeah, I've got to go deep into this and all these belief systems and blah, 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 blah. What's going in? What's the deeper vision here, or what's going on? And they're saying, no, just actually look at what's there right in front of you. There might be a really straightforward solution that is right. Like I said, they keep saying it's right in front of you. So, yeah, it's kind of interesting energy, Leo. It's slightly different to what I normally get for you guys, but I do think that a lot of it's to do with time as well. Like, how much time do you want to spend on something? Because you could dive deep into this Cup King, this beautiful Cup King energy, whether it's a person, whether it's an experience, whether it's a subject, and you could get totally lost in there and then it wouldn't be very productive. So the most productive thing is to actually be able to just work with what's right in front of you here. We are seeing that you're transforming something here, and it's really important to be able to see it with the 10 of Swords, the King of Cups, the Hermit, and the 6 of Wands, the Leo card of success. So success is coming to you, Leo. Absolutely. I see a lot of success coming in, especially in terms of something to do with money and finances. But I feel like it's like you're laying an idea to rest, saying no to something, putting an end, completing something here, which feels really good. It's like, no more. So the 6 of Pentacles, as the situation is saying, there's some rebalancing, and that's the energy I was getting, is something feels a little bit out of balance. And the 6 of Pentacles, and this could particularly be around money or the giving and receiving within a relationship. And maybe it's like you're wanting more, or maybe you're wanting to give more. Either way, this 6 of Pentacles is saying something needs to balance out in the material realm. And it's crossed by the Chariot card, which is no matter how much you try and push and push and push, it hasn't been budging. And that's the good news, is the obstacles are clearing here with the Elephant. And it doesn't have to feel like a huge emotional upheaval or huge emotional effort. They're actually saying, like I said, it's that surface level thing. Just look at the thing right in front of you and go, okay, for example, this card, maybe I want to move it over to there. But instead of me going, oh, what is the deeper meaning of that? Why am I getting this big, deep intuitive meaning around it? They're saying, just pick it up and move it. Done. Problem solved. And you don't need to know exactly why. It's just about trusting that message. Oh, I just wanted to move it. So that's kind of, a really basic example of what they just gave me. This 8 of Cups. So you're kind of making changes, but they're actually easier than what you think. That's the feeling I'm getting here. So at the base, we've got this 8 of Cups, and that is being able to walk away, detach from things that no longer feel right to you, that may not be giving you that sense of this is aligned to me, or that this is fulfilling. And I feel like that with that, they're bringing me to the Leo full moon that happened on February the 12th, which is going to be leading into the second half of February, like I said. That square to Uranus that happens in that full moon is going to show you eventually, you're going to see it here, very clearly what is right for you and what isn't anymore. And because we're moving into the waters of Pisces, this is really about trusting your intuition and knowing what feels right and what doesn't. And so trust that if something isn't feeling right, there is actually an easier solution than what you are thinking, which is nice. So we have on crowning you the 9 of Wands. And this is where you're tired, you're wounded. This is the wounded warrior. We can see that the elephant has lost its tusk. It's like, I've put in so much effort with this. I just want to put it behind me now. I want to put all the challenges around it behind me now. I'm so close now. But there's a sort of a soul weariness, like, I'm a little bit tired of this now. Can this just be over? So it feels like there's an issue that you are just tired of in your life, that an easy solution can come, easier than what you think. So you might be so caught up in the battle of it and the struggle of it that you're not seeing the easy solution that's coming in here. We see in the recent past the Two of Swords, and again, it's this sense of not being able to see something. There was maybe a piece of information missing, or the direction wasn't clear. It was really hard to make choices and decisions because it's like, just mind. It feels like your mind is divided, or that you just weren't sure about another person or another. Sorry, I just banged the microphone. Another person or another. Not sure what they're thinking, uncertainty here at the Two of Swords. Something is not made clear inside your mind here. Interestingly, in the near future, we have the Death card, and that's what they're saying is not a mental thing, actually. It's more of an intuitive feeling. So just trust that very initial one that comes up, bubbling up to the surface. Because in the near future, we've got the Death card. I'm like, wow, where did that come from? Transformation, out of nowhere. This is transformed. Situation transformed with the Death card. So major endings coming in with the Death card and the Ten of Swords. Like, when I say major, it's the end of something that's been bothering you for a while, that you've been grappling with or struggling with for a while. And the Death card, this is good energy I'm feeling here with the Death card coming through. You're presenting as the Six of Swords. This is very much like you're ready to transition and move on. You're in a transition phase and moving on from some of that emotional drama. It's like, can I just enjoy the feelings, how I'm feeling for a little while, just be present for a little while. And the Six of Swords, you're moving towards mentally, I think you're going to be feeling a lot more peaceful or clearer about where you see yourself going now. Energy surrounding you is the Eight of Pentacles. For us, a lot of you, this is about work or making something work in your life, or something that you're working on or trying to master here with this Eight of Pentacles. You are surrounded by the card of work. So it's been work, you've been putting in work, it's something to do with work that's coming through. Hopes and fears, we have the Temperance card. So this is a beautiful energy of things starting to flow, coming back into alignment. It may require patience, and I do see that happening here. It's just not happening in the way that you're expecting or that feels how it usually would happen. So it's kind of a little bit more of a slower, intuitive feeling to it. But the Temperance card is about balance and moderation, which is really lovely. And we have, as an outcome, the Ten of Swords, the Hermit, and the Six of Wands. Look, the beautiful Leo card of success is coming in here because you've been into the Hermit mode. It's almost like that sense that you've done something really wise here. You listen to your own internal wisdom and put an end to something with the Ten of Swords. And you've completed something, finished something, let go of that mentally and gone, right, I think it's a wise thing to let go of that. It just wasn't feeling right. I'm heading into success. I'm moving forward. And something's going to be validated for you that you've made the right choice and right decision here moving forward. It's a wise choice to either say no to somebody or to say, I'm not doing that anymore. Complete something, finish something, whatever this Ten of Swords is, it feels like that is a very wise thing to be doing here. So onwards to success. It's almost like, that's not working for me. And we have the overall energy, the Three of Wands, the young Emperor here. We have Venus in Aries this month, as I mentioned, which should be a good energy for you. And this is the new energy that starts to flow, the fire, the Three of Wands. So This is a new ambition, that things are going to start flowing with it. Rather than it feeling quite stuck, so this is the new thing that you're bringing in, that you want to expand and grow. And you're starting to see some good results coming through. I feel like there's a flow. You know, we can see the higher perspective of the Emperor standing and waiting for the ships to come in, which may be some good opportunities, good results coming your way, but also ships can be leaving. And that's that flow of the Temperance card, of going if something's coming in, something's going out, and just being able to go with the flow of that rather than hold on to something. And so that's why they're not saying don't just dive in deep because you'll get stuck in there. Let the energy flow. If something's flowing out of your life, let it flow out. It will make way for two more things to flow back in. I kind of get this energy for whatever you let flow out, something new is going to come back and double. So let's pull an affirmation card for you, Leo, and see what is coming through. Let's see. We've got I release all criticism. Interesting. And this could be self-criticism as well. I only give out that which I wish to receive in return. My love and acceptance of others is mirrored to me in every moment. It's interesting that we're saying that things are going to be mirrored back to you. And that's exactly it. I feel like, and interestingly with that Six of Wands, this is you just going, look, validated. I'm feeling validated that this is me. Love and acceptance of others is mirrored to me in every moment. And I feel like that love and acceptance is coming back to you in this validation of the Six of Wands, which is really lovely. So let's pull a charm to finish this one off, Leo. There's no extended readings, but I do have personal readings. So if you're interested in a personal reading, the link for that is in the description box below. No extended for the mid-month. We have the beautiful angel. So prayers to the angels. Ask your angels for help. Connect to your angels, because we have, and this may be that your prayers are being answered as well if you've already been speaking and talking to your angels. So support is around with your guides from the divine realm, and make the most of that here, Leo. But I feel like I want to say your prayers are being answered here. That is the message I want to give. So that's your reading, Leo. Thank you so much for joining me. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Love to read your comments. It's interesting now I'm saying this. We've got this, I'm really drawn to this little heart here in the middle of the Knight of Shells. And I feel like there's something being activated here inside your heart, which is really soft and gentle but lovely. So let us know what that is in the comments, what that beautiful heart activation is, and take care, Leo. I'm very excited to announce my annual Valentine's Day sale, 20% off all tarot readings. The link is in the description box below. Book now.